Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all to my channel. Today, we are going to discuss about the property purchase. That too, when when the property document is lost, or when there is no document, original document over the property. What will be the consequence? How the people are cheating the public under the pretext that the original document is missing or lost, and what are the procedure to be followed when the original title deed of the property is lost, on what are the risk factors in purchasing the property without any original sale deed. These are all the topics we are going to discuss in this video. So let us first see what is to be done when a property, when you lost your original documents. Suppose you have a property and you lost your original document, or the original document is destroyed. That does not mean that you will lose your property rights. The original documents is nothing but a proof to show that you are the owner of the property and you have the ownership over the property. Just because you lost that, misplaced, or the document is missed, you will not be losing your title over the property. So what is the procedure to be followed when you lost your document? Now immediately, once you lost your document, when you came to know that you misplaced your document, original document, or you lost the document, you will have to make a police complaint. So regarding the police complaint, you will have to give the complaint in the local police station where the document is lost. They will ask you additional details. Recently, the Commissioner of Police issued some notification and stipulated certain procedures which is to be followed for getting non-traceable certificate. What is meant by non-traceable certificate? When you give a police complaint to the police station, they will give you a certificate stating that they have received such complaint and they have tried their level best to trace out the documents, and in spite of that effort, they are not able to trace out the document. This document is called non-traceable document. So what is the procedure to obtain this non-traceable certificate? First of all, you will have to approach the concerned police station and you will have to submit a written complaint along with the necessary documents. The document includes the property title deeds, copy of the property title deed. So once since you have already lost or misplaced the document, you can go to the concerned sub-registrar office and obtain a certified copy of the sale deed, and you can also collect the duplicate copy of the patta from the Tahsildar office, and you should also apply an encumbrance certificate from the sub-registrar office. So you will have to enclose all these three things along with your application. In addition to that, you should also give a affidavit stating that I am the owner of the property and no other person has any right over this property. I did not sell, or I have not created any loan. I have not mortgaged any property, and no other person has any right over the property. Like what? You will have to make an affidavit that is to be attested by a notary public. That also you have to enclose along with your application. In addition to that, you should also give a paper publication in the local newspaper, and you will have to enclose all these things along with your application, and you will have to submit the document to the concerned police station. Once these complaint is received by the police, they will inquire into the matter, and they will forward their matter to the Commissioner of Police, and they will publish this complaint in their then the publication. They are maintaining on publication records, and they will publish that this complaint, they have received this complaint, and they are taking necessary efforts to trace out the documents. Then after making necessary inquiry, they will after making necessary inquiry, they will issue you the certificate, non traceable certificate, once they convince. Now let us see what are all the risks in purchasing the property which does not have the original document. In many cases, the people get non-traceable certificate by the police station and sell the property, and they do not, and when we later point of view, then we came to understand that the person who sold the property are not a real owner, and a fraud has been committed. In many cases, the original owner may not be available in the particular area. He might have gone abroad, or he might have be an aged person, and he may not be knowing where his property is located. And they would have gone to their sons or grandsons, and they would have settled with them, and they would have gone to a long distance, and they may not have any, they may not be and there may not be the real owner near the property. In that circumstances, the real estate people, when they came to know about this thing, they simply create one person, and they make his police complaint, and they make all these procedures, and they get a non-traceable certificate. Then they make an unapproved layout, and they sell the property. And once they sell the property, they will also fly. And once after a period after 10 years or 20 years, then the original owner's son or grandson will come with the original document, and they will make a file a case that they are the owners, and they did not sell any. Their parents or their grandfather did not sell the property. Like that, they will file a case, and they will try to recover the property from us. So, in many cases, when there is a original document is not there, there is a possibility for fraud, and there's a possibility for us, and that we will be cheated. So, in order to avoid those things, it is always better to avoid purchasing the property which does not have the original documents or original parent documents or original title deeds of the property. In cases in unapproved layouts, these things are very common, and they are adopting these methods, and they are selling the flats for a cheaper rate, and people, without encountering the reality, without verifying the real facts, they fell in that trap and lose their valuable money. So, how to avoid these things? First of all, it is better to avoid purchasing any property which does not have any, who does not have the original sale deed or original documents. Supposing the property, suppose there is a property, original property document belongs to 1 acre, and then it is subdivided into various flats, and you are going to purchase only the one small portion of the one-grown property, 1 acre property. Then in that case, your seller may not be having the original deed. But in their sale deed, they would have mentioned that this original document is with so and so person, and that so and so person will always show this document to the seller as and when required for title verification. So if any such weddings are there, then you can go to the person who is having the original document, and you can also ask him to give an NOC saying that he will not make any claim over this property, and you can also check with them whether whether the original document is really with him, and whether we have any problem in future because of the loss of this document. Some cases where what happened, no, when they go for a sale agreement and they can receive huge consideration, the buyer used to collect all the original document as a security for the payment of the huge amount as advance. So in that case also there is a possibility to the for fraud. So the person who already gave his original documents to the previous sale agreement holder and received huge consideration from them may suppress the previous transaction, and they may sell the property to a cheaper rate, saying that I have lost this document and we obtained this police certificate. Like that, they may make a drama and they may try to cheat you. So, in such circumstances, if you purchase the property without title original document, the original agreement holder may come and file a case against you, saying that he has already have a sale agreement, and they may file a suit for specific purpose of the contract and to sell the property to them for the price they have already fixed with the previous owner. So there are two possibilities are there, two risks are there. So in order to avoid all these things, what you have to do now, first of all, it is better to avoid purchasing this kind of properties. Secondly, if you are really interested in purchasing property, then you will have to inquire thoroughly with the local people and with the relatives, and if necessary, also you should go to the concerned Tahsildar office, revenue department, and see that whether any rival claim is there over the property. Like what, you can make a preliminary inquiry and find out the genuineness of the title of the seller. Then, if you really interested in purchasing the property, you can insist the seller to give any indemnity. Supposing the seller has two property A and property B. Property B you are purchasing, and for which there is no document, you can mention in your sale it saying that the seller is ready to give the property A as a indemnity property and indemnity property as a security to you, and they can give an assurance that they will not sell the property A for about 5 years or 10 years, and if there is no claim is there, then you can give a clearance saying that then he is entitled to sell the property. Like what, if you put a clause and make a security arrangement, then that case also you will have a hold over the property A if there is any claim comes over property B sold to you. So in this way also you can safeguard your interest. Third thing is you can delay the sale transaction. Supposing the person says that I wanted to sell the property, you can make a sale agreement and you can delay, say for us 5 months or 6 months, you can put an agreement period, and after during this 5 months 6 months period, you can make a thorough inquiry and you can inquire with the relatives, friends and their local people and find out those things. Then after that you can purchase the property, so that you will have a time to verification. In many cases what happened now, they offer the property for a cheap rate, and immediately the people thinking that the other person will come and purchase the property to the property. So in order to, they will compete with others and fell in that trap of the cheating. So another thing is that you can also make a paper publication. Supposing you are going to purchase a property, you can make a paper publication saying that I am going to purchase the property. Is there any person is ready, having any objection over the property? If there is there any person having any claim over the property, or if there any person has given any loan or any mortgage over the property, like that, you can make a paper publication and call for the objection for the public. Similarly, you can also put a notice board in the property itself, and you can keep this property notice board open for about 1 month or 2 months or 3 months and see that whether any objection is there. If you can simply say that I am going to purchase the property, this is my phone number, this is my cell number, this is my advocate number. If any person has any interest or claim or over mortgage or anything over the property, you can communicate this claim, make objections, claim if any to me, so that in that way also you can make a preliminary safeguard methods. These are testing method through which you can test the genuineness of the seller. Moreover, these are all the safety methods, and I already told how to give a police complaint, how to get a non-traceable certificate, then what are the risks in purchasing this property, and how to safeguard your interest in the event of you are going to purchase the property, like what all things are explained in the video. In addition to that, one more thing I wanted to tell you. If you really lost your original document, don't think that you lost your title over the property. You don't think that you have lost your property. If you really lost your title deed, give a police complaint, get a certificate copy from the sub-registrar office, give a paper of obligation, and create additional documents. What is simply additional documents? Suppose you lost your document, you can simply create a mortgage and in favor of your brother, in favor of your relatives for a meager amount. Then you can keep this mortgage open for about 3 to 6 months. Then after 6 months, you can cancel the document so that you can create 2 entries over the property which will confirm that you are the owner of the property. Suppose you are an aged person, you can settle the property, you can convey the property to your sons, daughters, grandsons, or you can partition the property, you can make a settlement, or you can transfer the property to any of the relative, by which also you can create additional document. So this document will help you, and it will give you a replacement to the lost documents. So supposing you lost your purchase document, now you can make a settlement deed or a gift deed or partition deed or any other deed through which you can convey your property, convey your right, ownership over your own relative, and through which you can create one additional documents. Suppose you do not want to give the property to any persons or children, then in that case you can create some lease deed. I am the owner of the property, I am giving this property to my portion of the property to my own A or B, C. This so that you can create a registered deed and register in the sub-registrar office, through which you can confirm that you are the owner of the property. And so because these entries will be reflected once it is registered in the registrar office, it will be reflected in the encumbrance certificate, which will also give confirmation that you are the owner of the property. So these are all the ways through which, if the person really lost the document, can create alternative documents through additional registered documents. So I hope this video is useful to you. So you can, if you have any other legal doubts, clarification, you can watch my channel, Raziaq YouTube, Raziaq LawTube, or is an English channel. Raziaq Sattam Arivom is a Tamil channel, and you can open any one of this channel and see several videos and several topics under several playlists. So through which you can clarify your doubts and acquire legal knowledge. Knowledge is power, and legal knowledge will not only give you power, but it will also strengthen confidence in your life. In addition to that, if you have any specific queries, doubts, legal opinion, legal guidance, you can also contact us with the phone number. If it is possible to us, we will help you to clarify your doubt. I hope this video is useful to you, and you can share this video with your friends and relatives who really needs this legal clarification. We'll come again with another topic. Until then, goodbye. Raziaq Ali.